All right, what up, losers? Oh yeah, terminal. Escape. As a person who has hated telling window managers, now that I have one, I think I am superior to the space now. I feel like I've unlocked a superpower. My desktop is cleaner. Though I can understand why people don't like telling window managers, to be completely honest. Okay, so we're going to have to redo the Void Linux install from scratch. I have to do everything from here. I got to do in the base ISO. So let's give it 469, 6069, 6 threads. We're gonna build. Let's give it 60 gigs. We're gonna build Linux from pretty much the Void Linux. Is kind of like to our own liking. I just gotta go over here. And I think people need to stop being allergic to learning. There's this weird thing of I don't like to do things. I don't like to learn. I just want my thing to work. But I don't think you have to when you install Linux. I don't think you have to go so deep into it, abandon your main machine and build everything from scratch. Because that's retarded. Just do it as you please. I've been using Linux for a very long time, and I don't necessarily think it's so problematic that you need to be allergic to learning. And I think that it's the main problem is we've been kind of psyoped into believing that Linux is difficult, that Linux is hard, you shouldn't use it, XYZ doesn't work, XYD doesn't work. But I believe we've Ghostly, click on y'all hate AI and then install Marchi. That's funny. The Marchi hate is kind of understandable, to be completely honest. I get why people want to use it. I get why people do use it. It's true. I do embrace tradition. Beer and working out, and Xbox and cigarettes and Monster. I do like how Tortoise is some giant gooner space, though. It's like Gooner in Linux space. I believe that half the shit on here is fake, though. They're either bots or not real. Now, obviously, YouTube is going to punish me because I don't have a normal schedule, and that's completely fine. We're going to go back in here. Root, Linux, clear. Okay. I'm going to have to remember how to do this. Forgot there was stuff I had to install. I will say that you can not only, like, most Linux distributions you could probably just use off the gate, like Cashy Linux, like Cashy, Garuda. If you want to use Arch, they're like the most, like, I've had the most success with them. I didn't really care for Cashy OS, to be completely honest. It wasn't my favorite or ideal Linux to use. I've used a ton of Linux distributions. I quite honestly spent so much time on I spent so much time on distro watch that I bookmarked it. Like, it was like a frequent, you could say I was a frequent flyer of distro watch. I was constantly using distro watch for everything. And obviously distributions based on like hits per download is I don't really care about this. Like Haiku, I've discovered Haiku, Vanilla. I've heard good things about Vanilla OS, even though it's based on Debian, which is kind of gay in itself. There's Portux, it's Slackware, nice, based. Dragon OS is pretty cool if you're into like software-defined radio. It's like huge with the SDR like nerds. I use that. I used FIDA OS once, but I believe you have to pay for it or something. It's a Chrome OS Linux-based solution that aims to bring Google Chromebook-like experience to standard PCs. I've heard good things about it. Chrome OS actually is a very relatively super secure OS, surprisingly, which is kind of insane. Ooh, Garuda, my favorite Arch-based Linux distribution. I've heard some bad things about it from a security standpoint, but whatever. But that's like Linux in general. I've never used Tuxedo, Prism, no. Let's see, which ones have I used? Used it. I used Cashy. I tried Mint one time, didn't like it. MX Linux, never tried it. Pop OS, used it. Then I realized I hate Btrfs. Btrfs is fucking gay. Used Debian. I've used Fedora. I paid $1 for Zorin, I think. Ubuntu, Endover, used it, did not like it. Bazite, used it, did not like it. Manjaro, used it, definitely didn't like it. I fucking hate Manjaro, by the way. Pika OS, never, I think I used it in a VM. Arch, used it, obviously. OpenSUS, I used it. I actually used Arch Linux. I used OpenSUSE, and I used their hypervisor, which was kind of cool, which is Rancher. And then they have their own actual hypervisor that's similar to, what do you call it? What is it? It's, what's the name? It's like Proxmox, but different. I used Big Linux one time, I think. Nobra, I switched people to it, didn't like it. Amarchi, no, fuck that. Void based, I'm glad Void is raising in popularity. Void based, we're gonna actually be building our own Void Linux because it's super cool. I hope it surpasses all of them. Nix OS, I wouldn't use that if you paid me. It looks like, honestly, it looks like dog shit. I don't care about the technology that's used in Nix OS, to be completely honest. People have explained it. I've watched it. Never appealed to me. Elementary, used it for quite some time, a couple months, I think. Never used it. Per OS, FreeBSD, have used it before. Chrome OS, Garuda. I ran Garuda for a long time. I've used Chrome OS. I think it's based on Gen 2. Yeah, based on Gen 2, which is kind of based. Actually, if you want to use Gen 2, I've used Haiku. It's pretty cool. Hacker OS is kind of a crazy name. Based on Solus. Oh my god, this is terrible. I hate this. I need to try this. Oh, this is gay. This is so lame. I need to. What is this? It's Debian. It's from Poland, so I can't really trust that. I would run this in a VM. I need to. Linux Digital for Gamers. Cybersecurity Specialist. Yeah, that's always made up. Hackers. I need to check this out. HackerOS Cybersecurity. Let's see. What does it say? The standard cybersecurity edition uses the classic KDE Plasma desktop environment, an ordinary mutable system based on the Debian stable branch. It's mutable, so it's automatically HackerOS Hydra. Oh, the Hydra edition is a copy of the official edition, but with different look, Garuda-like. Hackerman, GNOME, HackerOS Cybersecurity Default, HackerOS Blue. A special edition featuring custom SDE graphical environment designed for cybersecurity professionals working with Red Team. Cybersecurity Default Edition. It is immutable, nice, and uses the Ostree systems together with Hammer Package Manager. It also ships with dedicated kernel optimized for Red Team, HackerOS kernel cybersecurity, as well as Zen hypervisor pre-installed and built into the system based. A custom file system named GhostFS is planned for the future release. The edition comes with its own specialized tools written in H. Hashtag. The standard cybersecurity edition provides a special cybersecurity mode session designed for Red Team work. Full documentation. Legal description. HackerOS cybersecurity. Okay. Interesting. Atomic. Oh, they have Atomic. And relies on the Ostree mechanism. Okay, interesting. That's an interesting H. Cancel. H programming. Language H is a proprietary. Ew! Fucking gross. And gay, kind of. Is a proprietary procedural programming language that created by NCR based on COBOL. The first compiler was developed in 1962. Interesting. No null, completely deterministic behavior, no mutable state, no persistence, all functions are pure functions, no sandboxing required. H probably compiles hundreds of characters in source per seconds, and early TSFS was safety. H is completely memory safe with no garbage collector and or heap allocation. It is not allowed. It is not allowed memory leaks in heap, nor do any programs in H have possibility allocate memory. Zero dependencies. H generates WebAssembly, so even binary produced by the compiler is completely dependency free, saves a single syscall HH. This allows for modern future-proof code that will work on all platforms. It has simple grammar that gzips to 117 bytes, creating a runtime environment for H is so trivial, just about anyone can do it. Platform support, Google Chrome, Electron, Chrome Embedded Framework, Microsoft. H supports multiple written spoken languages in true contextual awareness. It not only supports the Latin H input, it also accepts balls, and this allows for 100% internalization into low J-band, and you should your project require. I don't see the point of this. This solves all my problems, all of them, just not in the way I expected to. Yes, perfect. H is the backbone of my startup. Open source. H compiler is default runtime are open source. Free software sent out to the public domain. You can use H for any purpose with no limitations. Oh, interesting. Well, that's kind of based, actually. Are we finding a base pro language that's memory safe, guys? Oh. Run H. How do you do hello world? H is a single file syntax layer, reshapes C into a more readable, understandable language. Hydrogen language provides functional programming across platforms, zero overhead bloat. Single header file implementation, I/O, modern. The question begins H in the personal statement. Huh. Made in NZ FOSS forever. Hydrogen language documentation. Interesting. Is there a backdoor? Wow. Based, actually. Based and interesting. Wow. Interesting. A hacker OS. Okay. 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 We're going to do some updates. The fuck? XBPS? That's what I'm saying. If you have dyslexia, this distro sucks. TechU XBPS. There we go. All right. All right. Wow, that's still doing a lot. Oh man, I thought that would have been done by now. I will say that I do like the fact that Direct Cup, Linux Void Linux is pretty fast, and for being a rolling release, it's kind of based. Uh, it's kind of the reason why I like it. Fuck this guy. This guy said you don't need BTOP. Fuck him. Motherfucker acts like this is like this is why Network Chuck is like the Mr. Beast of the tech space in not a good way. It's actually a gay way. Wow. It's so funny. I love internet. Internet funny. Internet based. Okay. Let's clear that out. We gotta do. Git bash make x ps xz lz4. There we go. That's the kind of like the beauty of it, like making like you could do this with Debian too and like Ubuntu, I believe. And if you do these things, you kind of like to a certain degree. What the fuck? No space. I gave you 40 gigs. Um, there we go. Motherfucker, I gave you like 40 gigs. That should be enough. All right, we're gonna quit this. And we're gonna do some more research. All right, let's see. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna delete that. See, this is the learning process. You're gonna learn. But it worked. Okay, there's the base. Okay. I'm gonna go root. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. I have mail. Hacker man. You could say, yeah, I am hacker man, because I'm using Void Linux. Void Linux not only makes you a hacker man, it gets you the bitches. That's what I need then. The good thing is Void gets written. There's no system D. I mean, Musil. People tell me that Musil is worse, and they have more I run Musil right now, and I don't see the compatibility issue. I would say that like you could even go as far as not only making your own Linux distribution, but making your own girlfriend. Let's see. Anything is possible. That's true. Anything is possible if you believe. Okay. Control and customization is everything. Even with like the control and like customization part that people like continue to like get horny about, um, you don't you don't necessarily have to do that with Linux. That's kind of the point. But you can build it like very basic. Okay. Okay. Make a directory called void make mklive. Like I don't really necessarily care about the customization. Personally, me, I don't care about the customization, but I like that Linux with Linux you can customize. just do a little quick updates. Once this is done updating, we will be good. Oh shit. Oh, maybe it's already done. Maybe I'm done. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so. Okay, let's do this. So XPBS get bash make XPBS XZ LZ4 LZO Squash FS Tech Tools XOR ISO DOS FST tools. Damn it. D DOS FS tools E2 S progs still there you go. Damn. All right, guys.